lapha kwizibithi u-triple G1.
You know, I'll take you through each and every transactions later between the communication on this number and the one belonging to accused number 3.
Sure.
But let's move on to the second version, which says the accused number 5 says also during the period of 2006 to 2017, he was using the number 0733 05 9202.
Futhi ke nangesikhathi ukusuka ngaye ke noma uma ngabe wesihlanu uyaqhubeka ukuthi usuka ke ngo-2006 kufika ke ngo-2017 esebenzisa inamba eku-0733 05 9202.
And during the period of 2013 to 2016, he was using the number 071 507 3517.
071507
071 507 3517.
futhi ke nangesikhathi ukusuka ke ngaye u-2013 kuyoshaya ke noma kuyofika ke ngo-2016 ayesebenzisa inamba eku-071 507 3517.
And in particular, during the period of 2014 and in October 2014, he was using these 3 numbers.
Futhi ke ngo-2014 and futhi ke ngo-October ka-2014 ayesebenzisa ke lamanamba amathathu.
Before I ask you about any RICA information on these following numbers, but I see from the exercise on Exhibit J8, the one number is reflected there, ending with 7007. You see that one?
Yes.
Ngiyabona ke lapha na le mininingwane ke le imali America ukuthi le number yona ke egcina ngo-7007 ikhona lapha yana yebo.
But the problem with this number, it's the records that you have, it only starts from the period of 26 April 2019.
Correct.
Kodwa ke ngoba lana ke le number lena ke imininingwane iqala ke ngo-26 noma nge-26 April 2019.
Do you know the reason why we do not have the RICA information before this period, especially the 2014 period that is in dispute in this court? The period of October 2014.
We don't have that period available because we only store that information for 5 years. Current period of 5 years.
Imbangela ke ukuthi singabi nayo naso ke leso sikhathi leso sa 2014 ingoba le mininingwane ke igcina noma sigcina thina ke iminyaka emihlanu.
But the one above, I'm just making an example. You see the one above, there is RICA information which is reflecting from the period of 16 August 2009.
Yes. So,
And even the last one, the one ending with 9173, there is RICA information back as 22 July 2010.
yes, it's because this is the history of the RICA information. As you see, there is a current RICA period that ends in 2050. Although the first one does not, this is also a history, but this is how the system threw out the information when it was registered on the case.
Lona ke noma lokho sikubonayo ke lana ke umlando ke wayo ke information noma ke ulwazi ke lona esinalo kodwa uma ngabe i-system yona ke manje isikhipha ke lokhu indlela ke le eyenze ngakhona.
We need to establish when was the data requested because it does get registered on the system. If it was prior, so let me explain to you that on NEMO, as a new month, you enter into a new month, it will drop the previous month's data. Or as you enter into a new year, the previous year's data is dropped. That is how the system works.
Angichaze ke indlela ke i-system lena yethu esebenza ngayo. Uma usudlulela kwenye inyanga ke manje i-information noma ke imininingwane yale nyanga endluleke izoyikhipha nokuthi uma udlulela kunyaka olandelayo lokho konyaka ondlule nako ke izokukhipha.
Maybe just to cut you, I'm sorry, just to assist you in the explanation, the point I'm trying to get clarity on is how come on the other number we are able to get the history record from the period of 2009 and also 2010 back to 2010, when on the other number, the one especially ending with 7007, we can't get the same history.
That is how it's registered on the system. I can look into it and investigate, but that is how it's been registered on the system.
Mina ke engifuna ukuthola nengifuna ukwazi ke uma ubheka lapha phezulu uzothola ukuthi kuna 16 August 2009 enzansi ke kukhona nala kuvela khona ke u2010 ukuthi kwenzeka kanjani ke ukuthi kunikeze loyo mlando kodwa ke uma siza kulena number egcina ngo70007 ukuthi ke ayikunikezi ke khona lokho nanjengoba ushilo ke ukuthi ke igcina ke iminyaka emihlanu.
Okay, for the sake of progress, now let's proceed. You can do the investigation over the weekend. We'll clarify that on Monday.
Sure.
Kwabe sethi kuphendula ke indlela ke leyo i-system egcina ngakhona ke mina ke sengingalenza ke elwami uphenyo ke kodwa indlela ke egcina ngayo.
Remember also on Monday, I need also the date when the original PDF was sent to, and also the name of the person to whom it was sent.
Sure.
Yes. The second number, the accused says he was using during the period of October 2014, it's 0733059202. You got that one?
Yes.
Okay. The third one is 071-507-3517.
Inamba yesibili ke athi ayisebenzisa ke lalesa sikhathi umangalo wesihlanu ngo-October 2014 u-733059202 kanye naye ke u-071-507-3517.
Do you have any call data information? Have you received any request for Section 205 record in respect of these three numbers?
Offhand, I won't be able to tell you. I can, however, say 073 might have not been a Vodacom number at that time. I'm not sure if it would have ported to Vodacom.
Ingabe ke kukhona yini isicelo wasithola ke noma ke kuthiwa ke ucela ke ubheke lama number lana ke amathathu manje ke ukuthi ngikhumbulele kufanele ngibheke ke kodwa ke angicabangi noma angazi ukuthi u0733 yena ke kwakuyi number ka Vodacom yini ngaleso sikhathi leso.
On the 7007 number, we were only requested to supply the RICA information, but this, from my statement, I don't see call data requested.
Call data requested.
Yes.
Mayelana nale number yona ke egcina ngo7007 esasiceliwe ke ukuthi sikubhekeke noma sikwenze lapho imininingwane emayelana neRICA kodwa ke angiboni lapho na ke kunesicelo esithi ke kufunwa ukubheka ke umlando wama calls noma ke ukuxhumana kwaleyo number leyo.
And 3517, offhand, I cannot tell you if there was a subpoena submitted to Vodacom.
Into ke manje ngeke ngisho ke manje ngingabhekanga ndawo ukuthi ke u3517 naye ke sasikhona isicelo la esasiceliwe khona ke ukuthi akube naloko sikubhekayo ngaye u3517.
Can you also check from the records over the weekend?
Sure.
Now, let's move on into the towers now.
Can I close all of
Yes,
this?
yes, you can. You can close on that one. And you can also close on exhibit J8 because maybe I may ask you to open the towers for us.
The maps.
The maps, yes.
Yes. Okay, I've got that open.
There is evidence before this court that was tendered by Constable Zungu before you testified, stating that all the 5 accused were at Basotho Hostel on the 26th of October 2014 in the afternoon. And from your evidence, I have picked up that the tower that covers the area Basotho Hostel is Mololeki Tower. Am I correct? Or maybe you can advise me? The tower that...
I am on page 5 of the map, where the Basotho hostel reflects.
Yes, which tower?
The towers around there indicates Vosloorus, Vosloorus Square, clinics.
Vosloorus what?
Vosloorus Square, clinics, and Opangotso. That is on my right-hand side. And
Sorry, the last one you mentioned was
you
Opang.
can check, yeah, it's Opangotso. And to the south of the hostel is the Vosloorus Tower.
Amatawa ke wona ke avelayo noma ke aseduze kuyona ke manje ngoba beKuBasotho Hostel, iVosloorus Square, iOpang Khotso.
So in other words, the Basotho Hostel is covered by 3 towers.
Yes,
Amatawa I3 ke ekuwona ke
actually 4.
Four.
iBasotho Hostel.
Okay, which one is the closest? Can you measure the distance?
Sure, we'll go to the distances. Okay, that's from the crime scene. Please bear with me. Okay, I have the distances between towers, but not to the hostel. Just looking to check if we have that map. I don't believe I have the distances from the hostel to the towers.
Ngicabanga ukuthi ke amabanga okusuka ke ehostel kuya kuMatawa nginawo.
No, I don't. I can, however, get that distances for you as well.
Kodwa ke nalokho ngakwenza ukuthi ngikutholele lawo mabanga lawo.
Just have the Basotho hostel as an overview, and then this image of the hostel being in the vicinity of those towers.
Ndilokho nje nalo laphana ke ihostel yana kanye ke futhi ke nayo ke ihostel nje emaduze nalawo matawa lawo.
Okay, I think let's just pause there on the, I don't want the overview, I want the exact distance.
I will
thank-
work on that for you.
Work on that for the Monday. Then once we are still there, we have cell phone records for accused number 3, which is contained in Exhibit Triple G. I want you to tell this court if there is any a tower that is picked up by the number that was used by the cell phone number belonging to accused number 3, we can quickly go to the entry of the 26th of October 2014 in the afternoon. 26th of October,
That would be on page 11.
page 11. The afternoon, I think it will start from 14:20, just to be closer, if we can just go down up to the end of 2026. It's on the same page. We are just looking at the towers.
So at 14:20:21 seconds on the 26th of October, it reflects the Phosphorus Tower. That goes right until 16:28:56 seconds on the same date, 26th October 2014. We then have Heidelberg at 17:04:39. Between 17:34:48 and 17:39:36, we have Penrose. Thereafter, City Deep from 17:40:21 until 18:09:47. It then picks up Jeppe at 18:20:54, Walhuter at 18:31:16, Belgravia 18:57:15. Thereafter, 19:23:22 seconds, Groot Street. Thereafter, 19:34:59 seconds, Moy Street. 19:41:12 seconds, Moy Street. 20:08:47 seconds, Groot Street. As well as 20:16:19 Groot Street. Moy Street at 20:22:57. Groot Street at 20:26:59. Again at 20:27:44 seconds, as well as 20:32:57 seconds. Thereafter, it then moves on to the 27th, which is at 8 in the morning.
No, I don't want.
Thawa nje ahlukene ke lana acoshwa ke iyona ke noma ke umakhala kokweni wakhe noma usetshenziswa kuyena umangalo wesithathu ngazo i26 October 2014 ngenkathi ke ezahlukene echaziwe iHeidelberg, iPhosphorus, iPenrose, iJeppe, iValhalla, iValgravia, iGoud, iMoy Street, iwona lawo ke nge26 amathawa ahlukile ayexosha ke noma ke ayesondele la umakhala kokweni wakhe number 3 owawukhona bese indlulela ke manje kwi27.
Yeah, the reason I was asking the tower that covers the Basotho Hostel, it's because here I see there is 2G Phosphorus, which is not clear to me whether it covers it's the same thing as Monuleki Tower.
Phosphorus is in the vicinity of the Basotho Hostel. If we look at, I think the Mololeki Tower, I think it's on page 17 of the map, which shows that it's right at the bottom, but we shall just go there just to make sure.
iPhosphorus yona ke leya thawa exoshayo ke laphana ke yona iPhosphorus ngathi ke indawo ke seduze noma isondeleke kuyona iBasotho Hostel kodwa iMololeki yona uma uyibheka ke uthola ukuthi senzansi.
So if we look at this map towards my middle right, I will just hover around here to show you that this is the Phosphorus Tower, and here's Mololeki here at the bottom, right here at the bottom.
Ila iMololeki ikhona ke laphayana lapha phezulu ebetshengisa khona ke ila iPhosphorus Tower ikhona.
And the distance between the Phosphorus
Between Basotho Hostel and each tower?
No, I can't give you Basotho Hostel to each tower, but I can give you the Vosloorus to Mololeki tower, which we have available, which is 4.1 kilometers.
Ukusuka ke Phosphorus itower leyana kuyofika khona ke Mololeki ibanga la khona ke amakilometer ayi 4.1.
You said which towers covers the Basotho Hostel?
We will then go to page 5 again. So within the vicinity of the Basotho Hostel, we have Vosloorus towards the bottom or south of it, and towards my right is Vosloorus Square, clinics, and Opang Khotso.
Ngiwona ke lawo ke aseduze ke noma manala iBasotho Hostel ke iseduze nakhona iPhosphorus 2G Phosphorus SGS iPhosphorus Square clinics kanye nayo ke iBopang Khotso.
And if you go back on this page 11, which towers are reflected there?
It's Vosloorus,
The 2G
From-
Phosphorus SGS2.
yes. That SGS2 is until 1435. Then we have SGS3 at 1439. Then we have Vosloorus West, which is not depicted on this map. We then have Vosloorus SGS2. It turns to SGS3. Then again Vosloorus West. 1519 it reverts to SGS3, which is still Vosloorus.
And where is clinic in Babopang?
On the data or on the map?
On the data.
We do not see it on page 11.
Page 11.
Lana ke ku page 11 ama tower engiwabonayo noma ke ngeinkathi ezahlukahlukene iPhosphorus SGS2 iphinde iqoshe iSGS3 bekuyi Phosphorus West iphinde kuyele kuyona ke iSGS2 na uyofika ku SGS3 biyele futhi kuwe ku Phosphorus West.
From the numbers that I've read into the record as numbers belonging to accused number 3, do you have any call data on the 26th of October reflecting the towers which covers the Basotho Hostel?
I do not have any data for these periods because I'm not certain if they have been requested and we do not have them available here.
Anginayo ke imininingwane nalama number amathathu ke obunginikeze yona ke futhi angicabangi ke ukuthi ke besikhona ke isicelo esimayela nalama number ukuthi singanawo ke sithole amathawa kuzona.
Okay. Let's move on with the accused version. Let's move on with the accused version. He says on the 26th of October 2014, he was at work until 3 p.m. on that day.
Asiqhubeke ke nokuthi ke umangalelwa uthini ke uthi ngalelo langa lelo lange 26 October 2014 wayesemsebenzini kwaze bashaya u3.
And then he met with accused number 3 and 4 at George Koch Hostel around 5 p.m. on the 26th of October 2014.
Wabesehlangana naye ke ummangalelwa wesithathu kanye naye ke ummangalelwa wesine eGeorge Koch sekshaye ngabo 5 ngalelo langa lelo.
And at the time when he met with accused number 3 and 4, he was using the following, the previous numbers that I've just read into the record. that will be evident if there was a cell phone record regarding the call data information or RICA information on any of these numbers.
Futhi ngaleso sikhathi ke sihlangana nabo ke umangalelo wesithathu kanye naye ke umangalelo wesine wayesebenzisa wona ke lama number ebisengiwashilo noma ke ukuthi uma ngabe ibikhona ke imininingwane noma ke imininingwane ephathelene emayelana nayo ke iRICA lokho ke bekuzovela.
It says thereafter proceeded with accused number 3 and 4. Sorry, my lord, not he proceeded. They left George Koch with accused number 3 and 4. And then on their way, when they were going to the flat where they stayed, they dropped accused number 4 at corner Julius and Celius in Johannesburg CBD.
Base behamba ke, sorry, Julius.
And Celius, C-I-C-L-I-E-R.
Base behamba ke usuka lapho ke noma beya ke la bahlala khona ke bathi ke kukhona iJulius kanye nayo ke iCelius eGoli ila kwehla khona ke umangalelo wesine.
Then they proceeded, accused number 3 and 5, to corner Main and Nugget, where they stayed, to the flat where they stayed.
Base beqhubeka ke yena ke umangalelwa owesithathu kanye nayo ke owesihlanu beya ke eMay naseNugget la behlala khona.
On about, or around about 1900 hours, they arrived there and then they stayed until late and slept there at the flat at the corner of Main and Nugget Street.
Bafika ke lapho ngabo 7 ila abahlala khona ke kwaze kwaba sebusuku ke futhi ke base belala khona ke lapho ekhona eMay kanye neNugget.
And then on Monday, we're going to read their numbers now according to these locations, both these numbers, comparing them with the number for accused number 3. Accused number 5 denies that he was ever at the Basotho hostel on the 26th of October 2014 in the afternoon.
Mangalelo wesihlanu bephika ke ukuthi ke yena ke emini ngalelo langa 26 October 2014 waya noma wayese Basotho hostel.
Any comment?
No comment.
Akukho engakusho.
Thank you, my lord. My lord, I have these questions up to now, my lord. May I ask to proceed on Monday with the last portion of comparison, which I'm going to mark on the last exhibit, just exhibit GG1, so that it will be easier when I'm taking the witness through, my lord. That's the only portion that is left.
Okay.
Thank you.
Mr. Landa, are you calling another witness on Monday?
My lord, will discuss with Advocate Baloyi during the course of the weekend to see which witness to line up on Monday. But most definitely we'll have to line up another witness for Monday.
Okay. Yeah.
We would request in humble submission to God Almighty that the state should at least appraise us who that witness that they are going to call on Monday is going to be, so that we also prepare accordingly. We don't want that witness to come here.
I got it prepared for all the witnesses because that's how I understand how the law works. They give you all the statements made by all the witnesses, and when you prepare on that basis.
We
I don't know, is that not how it's done?
That is normally what is done, my lord. If the state is conducting a perfect case. However, in this case, we have been met with surprises more than once, which is the reason why I'm requesting that we don't want to come here on a Monday to find that we don't have the name of that witness. It's a surprise witness.
Okay, let's ask Mr. Sibanda, who are you calling?
In the interest of time, my lord, I think it only be fair that we are to conscientize who that witness is going to be.
My lord, I will inform my colleagues,
During the weekend?
indeed so, my lord.
Ufike mshushu uzokhulumisana naye-ke uzakwabo azobalula ukuthi nguphi-ke ufakazi ozobizwa usezobatshela-ke abameli uma sekhulumisene naye-ke advocate balula ukuthi ubani ozobizwa uma seqediwe-ke ngalo ufakazi somdumo.
You mustn't come and say there was road shedding. I'm sorry about this, but apparently you have to come back again on Monday, if you're available.
Yes, I will be available, but I would like to kindly ask
Yeah.
Advocate Mshalolo if she could just send Advocate Sibanda a mail with although I have written it down, with a list of what she requests, so that we have it formally and I can then present it, if that's okay.
Now, let's
for the
do it
court.
now. Can you please do it now, Mr. Ncholo? What you want this witness to go and check, so that we all hear it.
As the court pleases, my lord. You remember in the morning, we started with the section 205 records in the PDF document that you testify that you furnished the state, which did not reach us.
Sure.
You're gonna get us the date when it was sent to the state, the name of the person to whom it was sent to in the PDF.
Sure.
And then secondly, we go to the numbers that the accused number 5 says he was using.
So you want me to look for the data if there was a 205 submitted for any of these
Any
three
of those
numbers?
3 numbers, yes.
Sure.
And then for 0766 427 is also included here. You remember, it just says there is no proof of RICA information.
Okay, that should reflect on the summary that we put on the screen.
Yes,
The
yes.
700 number, 7007 number only requested RICA, which we established.
Yeah, you just check for us, for me, why there is no call history on the RICA when there is a RICA information for a period before 2014 on other numbers, but not on this one.
Sure.
And then you'll check for me, we'll check, or maybe you'll prepare the distances between the Basotho hostel and the towers that you said they are covering that area of Basotho hostel.
Sure.
Yes. And then we move on to the towers that covers George Koch. Then we move on to the towers that covers Corner Julius, Celius. Then we move on to the tower that covers Main and Nugget.
Okay, just a second. So you want me to do another map that covers Main and Nugget and Jewel Street and Sinclair, Cilliers, Cilliers,
C-I.
Double L.
Yeah.
yeah, Cilliers.
Yeah.
And then I think we did. Cilliers, yes.
Cilliers.
I think we did provide a map with the hostel in Benrose. I recall saying that hostel was picked up by the Benrose Tower.
By the Benrose Tower.
Yes.
Then we'll open that one and work on it.
Okay.
Yes.
Ngicabanga ukuthi lena-ke le i-hostel yona-ke ikhona-ke imephu ebesikhulume ngayo eyaxoshwa yona-ke itower le yase-Benrose.
And then lastly, I'll be taking you through the communication, each communication between the numbers belonging to accused 3 and 4, and one of these 3 numbers belonging to accused number 5.
That's provided that we find data on any one of those 3 numbers.
Yes, yes, yes. We will be going through Exhibit Triple G. Yes, but I'll take you on each date as we've been doing with the previous exhibit.
Certainly.
Yes. That's all, my lord.
You got that, eh? Okay, then come back on Monday.
Sabonana ke ngomsombuluko.